Hello everyone, welcome to ENbreeEN, the daily news analysis provided by Team Enlight. Today we'll be discussing on four major topics. First one, Commission for Air Quality Management. Second one is CVC. Third one is Abhidhamma Day. Fourth one is WTO. And the fifth and sixth, that is Deputy Speaker as well as PMJ, was in news, and backlinks would be provided so that you can go through it. So let's get started. The first one is regarding that is Commission for Air Quality Management, also known as CAQM. So why it is in news? It is because it has been provided, that is CAQM. The news was regarding CAQM actively taking up strict compliances of dust mitigation measures at construction as well as demolition sites in and around NCR. So it was a PIB news. So what is this Commission for Air Quality Management, CAQM? So CAQM was previously there and that is, it was previously there, but its ordinance had lapsed previously, and therefore a new bill was taken, a new bill was introduced, and it was passed by the Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha, and later received presidential assent in 5th of August. So 5th of August 2021, and after that, this Commission for Air Quality Management came into existence. And since the ordinance had lapsed during the April, it was constituted with effect from 13th April 2021. So what is the CAQM? CAQM, or Commission for Air Quality Management, is an overarching body to consolidate all monitoring bodies and to bring them on one platform so that air quality management can be carried out in a more comprehensive, efficient as well as time-bound manner. In fact, what it tries to do is that it tries to bring about, or it tries to coordinate the entire multiple bodies that are monitoring the air quality or air pollution in and around NCR region, and bring a holistic, a more efficient, holistic, comprehensive decision making as well as decision making, so that it is effectively implemented. So its jurisdiction is, as mentioned earlier, is in and around the NCR, that is National Capital Region, as well as adjoining areas. Regarding its members, it contains a chairperson, that is a one full-time member who is or has been a member of Joint Secretary to the Government of India. Apart from that, there are three full-time independent technical members also who have specific knowledge as well as experience in air pollution. Three other members from NGOs are also members of this commission who have experience in combating air pollution. Three other members are chosen from such areas which are stakeholders in air pollution, such as agriculture, industry, transport, construction, etc. Apart from this, one officer to the rank in the rank of Joint Secretary Government of India would also act as a full-time member secretary to this commission. So this is regarding the composition of the commission. Apart from this, the commission also has ex officio members, that is a representative to the secretary to the Government of India in Ministry of Environment, Forest as well as Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Apart from that, five ex officio members who are either chief secretaries or secretaries secretaries in charge of departments which deals with environment protection in National Capital Territory of Delhi as well as adjoining areas such as Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan as well as Uttar Pradesh. So they are also the ex officio members. Apart from this, one technical member from Central Pollution Control Board is also an ex officio member. One technical member who is to be nominated by ISRO is also another ex officio member. Apart from that, one representative from Niti Aayog will also be an ex officio member. Apart from this, regarding the qualification, the full-time chairperson is supposed to have an experience of not less than 15 years in the field of environment protection and pollution control, or having administrative experience of not less than 25 years. So this is the qualification prescribed for full-time chairperson. Apart from this, before this body came into existence, there were several bodies which were actively managing this area, such as Central CPCB, that is Central Pollution Control Board, as well as the State Pollution Control Board. Apart from that, Environment Pollution Control Authority, EPCA, which is of NCR region. And apart from this, the various state governments from their side all used to monitor this air pollution. And on top of that, they were also monitored by Ministry of Forest and Environment, and also the Supreme Court. You know that the various cases that were brought before the Supreme Court. So as a result, Supreme Court also used to monitor the air pollution. So the multiple regulators or the multiple monitoring bodies, in fact, had resulted in conflicts with other in conflicts. So, in this government order gazette, it has specifically said that in case of conflicts with other bodies, the order as well as the direction of the commission shall prevail over the rest of the bodies. So that is one particular area which has been so explicitly mentioned. Apart from this, the members are actually appointed on the basis of a selection, on the basis of recommendation from the selection committee, which would be headed by Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, who would act as the chairperson. Apart from that, Minister of Commerce and Industry would be one member. Others are Minister of Road Transport and Highways, Minister of Science and Technology, as well as Cabinet Secretary. The members would be holding the office for a term of 3 years or until he or she attains an age of 70 years, whichever is earlier, and they shall be eligible for reappointment. That is the most important part. They would be eligible for reappointment also. There would be 3 subcommittees working under this CAQM. That is Subcommittee on Monitoring and Identification, which would be headed by a member of the full-time member of the commission. Subcommittee on Safeguarding and Enforcement would be headed by the chairperson of the commission directly, and Subcommittee on Research and Development would be headed by the full-time technical member of the committee. Apart from this, the Act also says that the rules also says that neither the salary nor neither the salary and allowance nor other terms and conditions of the service of the chairperson or of the member shall be varied to his disadvantage after his appointment. So this is actually what CAQM is all about. Now moving on, the next one is regarding CVC. Why it was in news? It was because the Prime Minister had delivered a video message in a joint conference of CVC as well as CBI and asked the anti-corruption bodies to remove such corrupt practices which come in the way of New India. So regarding CVC, it was recommended by the Sandhanam Committee on Prevention of Corruption in 1962 to 64, which was constituted in 1962 to 64, and was established in 1964 through an executive resolution which received a statutory backing in 2003. So currently it is having a statutory backing which it got from 2003. It's a multi-member body consisting of Chief Vigilance Commissioner and not more than 2 Vigilance Commissioners, and they are appointed by the President based on the recommendation of a 3-member committee, which is a selection committee, which is headed by Prime Minister, which consists of Prime Minister, Home Minister, as well as the leader of opposition party. The term of the Vigilance Commissioners, that is of this commission, would be 4 years or 65 years, whichever would be earlier. And the most important part is that they would not be eligible for further employment under central or state government. The salary, allowances, and other conditions of services. Regarding the salary, allowance, and other conditions of services, CVC would be drawing a salary, allowance, and other service condition would be similar to that of chairperson of UPSC. Vigilance commissioners would be having that similar to that of a member of UPSC, and this cannot be varied to his advantage after his or her appointment. Apart from this, the president can also, the CVC or the VCs or the vigilance commissioners can also be removed under the following circumstances, wherein he or she is adjudged as insolvent or convicted of an offence which involves moral turpitude in the opinion of central government, and he or she engages during the term of office in any unpaid employment outside the duties of the office, or if he in the opinion of the president is unfit to continue in the office by reasons of an infirmity of mind or body, or the Vigilance Commission or the CVC have acquired such financial other interest which is likely to affect prejudicially the discharge of official functions. Apart from this, proved misbehavior or incapacity is also there, but in this case, the misbehavior in such cases has to be referred to the Supreme Court for an inquiry, and if the Supreme Court after inquiry upholds it, then it will advise so, and then the President can remove the CVC or VCs accordingly. Regarding the function, their main function is to investigate into references made by the central government wherein it is alleged that the public servant, while being an employee of central government or its authorities, have committed an offence under Prevention of Corruption Act of 1988. That is, it can also investigate into any complaint against any official when it is alleged that they have committed an offence under Prevention of Corruption Act of 1988. And members of AIS, that is All India Service, serving in the union, as well as group officers of central government, as well as officers of central government and specified level of officers of authorities of central government would be coming under the purview of CVC. So this is regarding the functions of CVC. Now moving on, regarding the Abhidhamma Day. Why it was in news? It is because PM had participated in an event marking Abhidhamma Day in the Mahabharati Nirvana temple in Kushinagar. So, what is this Abhidhamma Day? Abhidhamma Day is the day that marks the end of a 3-month retreat, that is also known as the Varshavas or Vasa, for the Buddhist monks or nuns. During these 3 days, they used to stay at a particular place and they used to pray continuously. So this period of stay as well as pray is ended by this Abhidhamma Day. That is what it means. So what is it actually? Abhidhamma Day, according to the widely held belief, is that it is the day when Lord Buddha came back to earth from heaven. So he went to heaven so as to teach his mother the Abhidhamma Pitaka, which is a basket of ultimate things. And it took 3 months. And after this 3 months, it took 3 months. And after this 3 months, when he arrived back, it is actually celebrated as the Abhidhamma Day. And in this regard, you need to understand about the three Pitakas, that is Sutta Pitaka, Vinay Pitaka, as well as Abhidhamma Pitaka. So Abhidhamma Pitaka was actually its codification was held in the third Buddhist Council. So please go through the first Buddhist Council, second Buddhist Council, etc. It is very important who actually presided it, and it was conducted under the patronage of whom, and what was its outcome, etc. It is very important for your prelims point of view. And Abhidhamma works are generally claimed to represent not just the words of Buddha himself, but also it includes the scholastic works of his disciples as well as the great scholars who resided then. The teaching, it was 3 months after which the Buddha came back to earth, and the Prime Minister had delivered it. Had also dedicated a international airport at Kushinagar. So the importance of the Kushinagar is that it is the ancient city of Kushinagar is the final resting place of Gautama Buddha, where he attained the Mahaparinirvana after his death. So this is the importance of the city of Kushinagar. So Kushinagar right now has also got a dedicated international airport. So it's very important from your prelims point of view. Moving on, regarding WTO, why it was in news, it is because India had suggested that WTO should consider escape clause for countries relying on flexibilities in trade agreements so as to avoid disputes while tackling the current pandemic and any other which happens in future. So regarding WTO, what is it? It is the only global international organization that deals with the rules of trade between various nations. It is located in Geneva, that is in Switzerland, and was established in January 1st, 1995. It was created by Uruguay round of negotiation which started in 1986 and ended in 1994. GATS was its preceding organization. And apart from this, the current membership has 164 members, which represents nearly 98% of the world trade. Apart from this, the functions of WTO is regarding administering the WTO trade agreements, forum for trade negotiations, handling the trade disputes between parties, as well as monitoring the national trade policies of various members, technical assistance as well as training that is given for developing countries, and also cooperating with other international organizations. So these are the functions of WTO, and all major decisions of WTO are made by the member governments, either by the ministers who usually meet every 2 years, or by their ambassadors or delegates who meet regularly in Geneva. So this is their structure. That is, the apex level is ministerial conference, which is held once in every 2 years, and then below it once in every 2 years. Below it comes the General Council, and General Council below the General Council, the Council for Trade in Goods, that is Goods Council, Service Council, as well as trade-related aspects of Intellectual Property Council, and other councils report under this General Council. Apart from this, there are also other committees also. So this is regarding the structure, organization structure of WTO. Please go through it. Apart from this, previously covered Deputy Speaker as well as PM Jan Arogya Yojana is also important. Deputy Speaker is because the rebel SP MLA has become the Deputy Speaker in UP with the ruling party's backing months before the polls. And apart from that, more than 2 years on, the Lok Sabha still does not have a Deputy Speaker. So, and the next one is regarding Prime Minister's Jan Arogya Yojana, wherein the Niti Aayog member has said that the government is keen to expand its ambit of its flagship health insurance scheme, that is the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana. and had asked about the states as well as industries to align with it to make it a high volume as well as modest return model for healthcare. So its links has been given here. You can go through it. So with that we can end it. Thank you.